You're drowning in credit card bills and car payments, trapped, paycheck vanishing, no escape in sight. What if nobody talks about this counterintuitive truth? Paying off debt wrong keeps you poor, but flipping it makes you rich. This may be the last video you need. We're flipping the game. Why most people stay poor. They told you debt is pure poison. Avoid it at all costs. Pay it off slowly. Live debt-free. Yet watch the rich. They borrow billions at low rates to snap up mansions, businesses, and stocks, turning debt into empires while their wealth explodes. You're stuck on the other side, financing that shiny new car at 7 to 10% interest, watching it depreciate 20% the moment you drive off the lot, or maxing out credit cards at 20 to 30% APR for clothes, dinners, and gadgets that lose value overnight, leaving you with nothing but bills. The system is brutally rigged against you. Banks rake in massive profits from your bad debt cycle. Paycheck hits the account, minimum payments go out, interest piles higher, trapping you in endless paycheck-to-paycheck survival. No emergency fund builds because every raise fuels lifestyle creep. Bigger TV, fancier coffee. Zero wealth accumulates, just mounting stress, arguments over money, and the fear of one emergency wiping you out. Think about it. Your neighbor buys a $30,000 car on credit, pays $40,000 total over 5 years. Pure loss. Meanwhile, a wealthy investor borrows $1 million for rental properties at 4%. Rents cover payments plus profit. Values rise 5% yearly. Wealth multiplies. Why do the rich love debt but preach fear to you? They leverage it for freedom. Your debt funds their bonuses and yachts. This isn't fair. It's designed that way. Consumer debt keeps you consuming, not creating. High-interest traps ensure banks win while you spin wheels, too exhausted from side hustles to learn real wealth strategies. But you're the underdog now awake. Time to expose this lie, shatter the cycle, and steal their playbook to flip debt from enemy to ally. The truth about debt. Forget the myth that all debt equals doom. The big flip reveals not all debt destroys. Bad debt kills wealth silently. Good debt multiplies it strategically when wielded right. Bad debt acts as a ruthless thief. High-interest credit cards at 20 to 30% APR fund depreciating luxuries like vacations, gadgets, or impulse buys. No income generated, just compounding payments draining 10 to 20% of your paycheck forever, trapping families in endless poverty cycles. Picture bad debt's vicious trap. $5,000 card at 25% racks $1,250 yearly interest alone before principal shrinks. Car loans at 8 to 12% on $30,000 wheels lose 50% value in 3 years. Pure liability, sucking cash with zero ROI, often from emotional spending on non-essentials. Payday loans explode to 400% APR, turning $500 emergencies into $2,000 nightmares. Revolving credit or personal loans for consumption create revolving doors of debt. High utilization tanks credit scores, blocking future opportunities. These debts finance passives, items losing value without return, born from impulsivity, sustaining lifestyles beyond means, leading to over-indebtedness where minimum payments barely touch principal. Consumer traps like retail cards or cash advances worsen it. Short terms, sky-high fees, no path to payoff, ensuring banks feast while you starve financially. Good debt flips the script entirely. It's calculated leverage funding assets outperforming loan costs, building equity and income automatically over time. Mortgages exemplify perfection. Borrow $300,000 at 5% for a rental property. Tenants pay $2,500 monthly covering mortgage, taxes, plus $800 profit. Property appreciates 5% yearly, adding $15,000 equity. Your $60,000 down payment controls millions long-term with tax-deductible interest. Student loans qualify too, if degrees boost lifetime earnings 30 to 50% via better jobs. Business loans at 7% scale operations from $100,000 to $500,000 revenue. Repayments self-funded from profits. Even targeted auto loans turn good when vehicles enable higher-paying gigs or deliveries generating income streams. Key test: does it appreciate, produce cash flow, or enhance earning power exceeding interest? Contrast clarifies. Bad debt buys fleeting consumption, clothes depreciate to zero. Good buys enduring production, rentals print wealth. The rich stack the latter, escaping the former forever. What if you bought assets with money you don't have and profited monthly while sleeping? Schools and gurus skipped this truth. Fear sells courses. Banks profit from bad debt confusion, keeping masses consuming. Audit every obligation today. Classify ruthlessly. Kill all bad mercilessly. Embrace and scale good debt wisely. This duality revelation arms you for total escape, transforming chains into rocket fuel for riches. Using debt to build wealth. Rich people don't hoard cash. They borrow strategically to acquire cash-flowing assets that pay off the debt and multiply wealth. Step 1. Identify income-generating opportunities like rental properties or businesses. Secure low-interest loans where the asset's returns exceed borrowing costs, such as a 4 to 6% mortgage on a home renting for double the payment. Mechanics unfold simply. Put minimal down. $20,000 controls a $500,000 property via leverage. Tenants' rents cover mortgage, taxes, maintenance, plus profit in your pocket. Meanwhile, property appreciates 4 to 7% yearly, building equity without your extra cash. Refinance after value rises, pull out tax-free equity, repeat to scale. One property becomes 5, passive income snowballs into millions. Real-world blueprint stacks logic. Start with multifamily units. Borrow $800,000 at 5%. Rents from 4 units net $4,000 monthly after expenses. Assets service debt automatically. Inflation erodes loan value, while rents climb 3 to 5% annually. Billionaires like Grant Cardone use this. $10 million debt portfolio generates $2 million yearly cash flow, turning OPM, other people's money, into personal fortune. Don't stop at real estate. Business loans fuel scaling. Borrow $100,000 at 6% to buy equipment, doubling revenue from $200,000 to $500,000. Repayments come from profits. Or REITs, investment debt. Margin loans at 7% against appreciating stocks yielding 10% dividends. Here's how $1,000 down controls $500,000 in value. Leverage amplifies returns 10 times over saving a loan. Risks exist. Over-leverage kills. So qualify assets first. Positive cash flow minimum, 1.25 times debt coverage ratio, local market growth. Banks lend to the rich because assets secure loans. You build credit proving this cycle. Master these steps, and debt transforms from chain to rocket fuel for wealth. Before you can use good debt, kill the bad debt. You can't leverage good debt buried in bad. First, climb out of the hole with a no-excuses reset plan. Step 1. Mental shift. Sacrifice comfort today for freedom tomorrow. Ditch dining out, cancel subscriptions, embrace rice and beans to free cash flow aggressively. Step 2. Debt inventory. List every balance, interest rate, minimum payment on one sheet. Total your consumer debt, like $15,000 cards at 24%, $20,000 car at 8%. Face the monster to slay it. Track every dollar in a zero-based budget. Income minus expenses equals zero. Cut waste like $200 monthly coffee runs, redirecting to debt. Step 3. Refinance and consolidate. Swap high-interest cards for 0% balance transfers or personal loans at 10%, lowering payments. Bundle multiple debts into one lower-rate loan for control and breathing room. Step 4. Renegotiate boldly. Call creditors, explain hardship, request lower rates or waived fees. I've been a good customer. Can you drop from 25% to 15%? Many comply to keep you paying. Step 5. Unleash extra income. Side hustle Uber, sell unused gear on eBay, freelance skills. Aim $500 to $1,000 monthly funneled straight to debt. Combine with ruthless tracking. Apps like YNAB or spreadsheets ensure no dollar escapes. Picture this. $25,000 bad debt at average 20% costs $5,000 yearly interest alone. Kill it in 18 to 24 months, save thousands, unlock credit for good debt. This bridge isn't optional. Banks won't lend good debt to maxed out profiles. Stay empathetic, but direct. No more excuses. Execute these 5 steps weekly. Your path to leverage clears now. Freedom awaits once bad debt dies. 2 methods to pay down debt. With bad debt inventoried, pick your weapon. 2 proven paths to crush it fast, tailored to your personality for unstoppable momentum. First, the debt snowball. List debts smallest to largest by balance. Pay minimums on all. Throw every extra dollar at the tiniest one until zeroed. Then roll that full payment to the next smallest. Psychological wins fuel this. Imagine $500 card gone in month 1. $2,000 store card next in 2 months. Quick victories trigger dopamine, building habit and speed through larger debts. Dave Ramsey champions it. Families clear $30,000 average in 18 months. Motivation trumps math for 80% success rate since emotion drives consistency. Contrast the debt avalanche, mathematical powerhouse. Order debts by highest interest rate first, 25% card before 8% car. Minimums everywhere else. Extras obliterate the priciest killer. Saves thousands. $20,000 at 24% versus 12% shaves 12 to 18 months and $3,000 interest on $25,000 total debt. Example showdown. $10,000 at 18%, $5,000 at 24%, $15,000 at 12%. Snowball pays small first, $130 per month extra. Done in 22 months, $4,200 interest. Avalanche hits 24% first, 20 months, $3,100 interest, $1,100 saved. Hybrid works too. Momentum on small, high rates first. Which gives fastest freedom? Snowball if motivation lags. Wins keep you going. Avalanche if disciplined. Cash rules. Track weekly. Celebrate zeros. Combine with side income. Either clears path to good debt in under 2 years. Choose today, execute tomorrow. No more excuses. The long game. Leverage and legacy. Debt isn't your shameful end. It's merely the gritty beginning of an epic wealth journey once you master the flip. Picture survival mode now. Bad debt crushed via snowball or avalanche, credit rebuilt, emergency fund stocked. Suddenly, you're not scrambling, you're strategizing like the top 1% who owe billions yet sleep rich. Clean the slate, then build relentlessly with good debt. Snap up that first duplex mortgage at 5%, rinse flow $1,500 monthly covering payments plus $400 profit. Scale to 5 units in 3 years via refis. Passive income hits $10,000 monthly without punching a clock. Assets compound. Appreciation adds $50,000 equity yearly per property. Tax breaks shelter gains. Inflation shrinks real debt while rents rise, turning OPM into your legacy empire. Wealth never comes from grinding harder in the rat race. It's mastering systems the rich guard. Leverage amplifies $10,000 into $500,000 control. Cash flow frees time for bigger plays like syndications or businesses. Grind shifts to oversight. Hire managers, automate income, travel while properties print money. Escape wage slavery forever as equity snowballs into generational wealth. Envision Decade 5. Portfolio nets $20,000 monthly passive. Kids inherit appreciating assets debt-free. Charity flows from overflow. Debt catalyzed this, not cash hoarding, which inflation devours at 3 to 5% yearly. Systems thinking trumps hustle. Banks lend to owners, not employees. Assets pay bills, time buys freedom. From trapped debtor to debt architect, you're unstoppable. This long game demands patience plus precision. Audit quarterly, diversify assets, insure risks. Sustainable scale creates dynasties. You've decoded the code. Now play to win, building not just riches but unbreakable legacy. You've cracked the code. The lie exposed, debt flipped from enemy to empire builder, bad crushed via reset and methods, good debt unleashing leverage for legacy wealth. Good debt constructs dynasties through assets like rentals printing passive income. Bad debt destroys. Yours dies today, unlocking infinite scale. No more waiting. Challenge accepted. Inventory debts right now. Pick Snowball for wins or Avalanche for savings. Execute first extra payment this week. Track progress weekly. Side hustle $500 monthly straight to principal. Freedom compounds faster than you imagine. Comment below. Snowball or Avalanche, which starts today? Like if this flipped your mindset, share with one friend trapped in the cycle. Subscribe for weekly wealth blueprints. You've got this. Act now. Flip the game. Build your rich future starting tonight.